This is a turning point. This episode is huge. So I've come onto this screen because it's probably the one that reveals the least. So we are in November now of our third season with Trenton. And we have had some job offers. I got offered an interview. I'm midlist. With Deportivo La Coruña, Wolfsberger in Austria, and I do see we've also just been offered an interview with Le Havre in France. But in between that, I got offered an interview with the job where I actually wanted to take the interview, because in terms of, like I said, realism on this journey, I felt this step might be potentially a step we had to make. So first off, let's recap how it's been going before this interview has come in. I'm going to show it on this screen instead of going onto the other screen, because I thought, instead of blocking it off, because this is the last time we're going to be looking at it with Trenton. So following the last live con, we then played St. Patrick Athletic and lost 3-0. I took the decision in this game to heavily rotate and put out a very weakened side, because we'd qualified for the group stage, which was my biggest aim financially. Unfortunately, that qualification had ended up costing us massively in the league, and I mean massively. So I've had to prioritise the league after that, because otherwise we really would be majorly stuck. So we ended up losing to St. Patrick 3-0 with a heavily rotated side, and then we came back with our strong side and drew 1-1 against Podbrezova. There was potential in that game, but we just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. We then played a friendly over the international break and got 3-0 victory, and it kick-started things. So we then got a 6-1 victory in the league over Zombarok, with Torres getting 2, Stan, Wallach getting 2, and Takak, our youngster who's now 16 as well, getting on the score sheet. We then played Kozitka with Alex getting 2 and Stan on the score sheet, before going to Trabzonspor and getting beat 2-0. We put out a very strong side because we were quite fit for that game. We then played Slovan Bratislava and beat the team who's battling for the title 3-2. Stan, Wallach, and a penalty from Sangali, because Wallach had already gone off at that point. A little bit annoying, because Wallach could have picked up another goal in that game. We then played in the second round of the cup against Raka, and got a 1-0 victory with Reese on the score sheet. Heavily rotated, but our backups were good enough to beat them. Before we played Zemplin, who were battling with us for the top 4 spot. Torres gone, Volok getting 2, and Stan on the score sheet. We then played another European game against Sarajevo. They're Bosnian, aren't they? Yeah, the Bosnian side. And we lost 2-0 at home. And these kind of defeats are the defeats which make me see how far away we are from doing something with this club. We really are very poor in Europe at the minute. And we did bounce back with a 3-1 victory in the league, though, with Wallach again getting 2 and Sangali again on the score sheet. So we are in 4th place. We're in a lot stronger position than we were in the last episode. We've won 7, drew 2, lost 4. 23 points, with 4 points from second, 5 points off top. And Alex is top goal scorer with 12. He now has 30 goals in 28 games. He's now also 17, just turned 17 on the 6th of November. We're now on the 9th. So, positive is I can try to sign for the new club. And, yeah, financially we're leaving the club with $3.5 million in the bank. We are leaving the club with 14 for youth facilities, 3.5 star, 2.5 star for training, 20, which is 5-star exceptional youth recruitment, and 3.5 star excellent academy coaching, 2.5 star reputation. I think we're leaving them in a good position. When you look here, we've developed quite big. We're now a 2-star rep. We have a 60% win percentages. In our career, we've played 140 times, managed to win 84, drawn 15, losing 41. We now have a national A license, so we've improved our license massively at this club. We have finished second with Svoga, second in first season with Trenton, third in our first season in top flight, and we're currently fourth, but we are the informed team and chasing down top 3. But the time has come to move on, because a club with a great deal of history, a club with about 15 million in the bank, have approached us, and one of them jobs we just can't turn down. So if we click on the news screen, you will see our next destination is Football Club Austria Wien. And we have a transfer budget of 11.75 million. So Alex, as long as you're willing to come to Austria from Slovakia, we're going to resign you. Along with Torres, he's going to be coming as well. Let's just click start negotiations. 3-year contract they offer me as well, by the way. 1.8k a week. Top division, yep, that's all fine. So let's exit that. You can see here, Le Havre offered me a job as well. Sorry, an interview. They are in the top flight. So my name is clearly getting out there. My reputation is growing with what we are doing at Trenton. So I do feel like this move from Bulgaria to Slovakia, from Slovakia to Austria, is quite good. It's quite realistic. Okay, you ready? We're going to go. Here we go. In a move which is sure to spark plenty of heated debate, Lee Simpson has left Trenton to join Austria Wien. Simpson, who of course most famously lifted the Slovak Cup with Trenton in 2025, will no doubt be hoping to bring similar success in stepping up to a bigger club. Which is funny because in the interview they said we were similar. Simpson will face pressure to bring immediate success to the Fran Ho Stadium, having stepped up from his previous standing to take sole charge. Okay. And will need to hit the ground running if he's to win over those who don't believe I'm right. Philip Koku was considered to be favourite. Trenton obviously now look for a new manager. We currently lie 5th. Let's have a look, shall we? So, what do we have here? So, media reputation is 3-star. Founded 1911. Fierce rivals are Rapid Wien. So we are expected to be competitive in the Conference League, be competitive in the OFB Cup, and reach the Championship group, but also youth system. Work towards developing the best youth system in the country. We love that. We love that. Here we go. Support a culture, develop players, play entertaining football. Support expectations. Become the most reputable team in Austria. Finish above Rapid Wien in the league. Be competitive against Salzburg and reach the Championship group. Okay. Yep, we can go forward. Here we are. So we are in a new club here. So let's have a look. First off, we're in 5th place. 14 games being played. We've won 5, drew 3, lost 6. Our next game is in 11 days against Lask. So see what we can do there. Lask are just above us, so we could technically jump ahead and go. I mean, with the correct goal difference, we could go up into 3rd place in the next round of fixtures. So we're not in a bad position with this club. How are we looking financially then? So we have 15.068 million in the bank. We are 3k under our wage budget, but we have 11.5 million to spend. That's going to be nice. Debt-wise, I know the club does have some debt, so let's have a look. 33 million still in debt. 400k a month we're paying. So that's just over 4.8 million a year. So we do need to make sure we are moving players on, etc. The squad's quite small. I wasn't expecting that. Do we have the Young Violets? Okay, the Young Violets are playing in the 2nd tier. We need to try to keep them up, don't we? But they do have some people. Our under-18s, okay, not so big. Under-19s, not so big. So, okay, quite a small squad. Let's go to the last game where they played Rapid Wien and won. And let's have a look at the squad that they put out. So first off, the goalkeeper in that game was Marcus Custer, 33 years old. And he is a decent keeper. So he's been at the club a couple of years, never really played many games. Right back is Philippe Weisinger. Again, 33 years old. I'm starting to see a bit of a worrying pattern here. Central defence, Julian Reuter, 22-year-old central defender who does look very, very good. I do think maybe as a no-nonsense central defender he might be a little bit better, but we can have a look. Him through the academy as well, which is great to see. And alongside him is a former AK Admira Panthers, Admira Vaca Modelling Academy player. Central defender, 30 years old. Getting a lot of age in this team, aren't we? We're getting a lot of age in this team. And a left back, a 22-year-old left back. Okay. He's left-footed. She is left-footed. Came through the Bayern Munich Academy before joining us 2023. He's okay, but he's a very offensive left back, isn't he? Very offensive. So moving on to defensive mid, they played a 4-2-3-1 in this game. So you have Johannes Handel, who is a 29-year-old Austrian defensive mid centre-back. Probably better as a centre-back with only 9 passing. 6'5" as well. Doesn't like big matches. Alongside him is Selik, who is a 28-year-old Austrian who does look solid. Just joined the club. Yeah, I like him. Can play central defence well. Is tall as well as 6'1". Then you have Fischer on the left, who is more of a natural attacking midfielder. 32 years old as well. Been in the club since 2021. We have a 26-year-old Marco Tillo, who is an Italian-Austrian. Been in the club for... Australian. Been in the club since 2024. Again, isn't fantastic, you know. And Grubber on the right-hand side. 32 years old as well. Not seeing a lot of insane talent here. And then up top, we have a 24-year-old Polish guy who does look decent. 4 goals in 9. He's definitely not bad. 6'2". He's okay. He is okay. He's learning to try to beat the offside trap, which is nice. It would be nice if we could do that. Goals were from... Okay, so we made one change, which was Prokop, who scored a goal, who is a wide man stroke attacking mid, 30 years old. We've seen a pattern here, guys. We're going to the age-wise of the team. 1, the team's very short of players. 2, the team is very old. Yeah, I'm interested what we can even piece together here. The rules for the competition then. Only players registered can play. General competition rules. Players can matches value 1. Okay. Squad registration. Maximum size 99. There doesn't seem to be any rules at all, except for non-EU players must be on £568 a week. Apart from that, there's absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay, I quite like that. Now, I'm looking at our expectations. We were expected to be competitive in the Conference League. We're not in it. We got knocked out by Galway United. We're expected to be competitive in the OFB Cup. We're not in that. Like, they now said not judge them, but it came up be competitive. I've got club information, club vision, supporters-wise. So we have just under 500,000 social media followers. So that's quite nice. A very reputable club. I'm interested how we can develop. I'm interested how we can improve this team. We have a 16 for training facilities, 15 for the youth, 17 junior coaching, 18 youth recruitment. So it's around the same. Training facilities are better, but in general, it's around the same as what we had at Trenton. But we had a much bigger league now. If we go on here, where is the Slovakian? The Slovakian league, where are we? We were here. So the Slovakian league is ranked 28th, gone up one place from the season before. We 12th now, so we have jumped up massively. Yeah, we've got a lot to do here. There's some players they are saying are good enough to move up. So we've got a striker here in the B team. Doesn't look the best. We've got a young midfielder here, defensive-minded one. He looks okay, but he's 20. So is it going to develop much? I don't think so. We've got a fullback here who can't cross. Can't really do much, to be honest with you. We've got a young winger here who also is quite drab. And then we've got a striker here, an Austrian-Turkish striker who is not really scoring in the B team, never mind the first team. Well, see why we got the job. I think this is a job we had to take. I think this is a jump, a risk, and an exciting step in this European Journeyman. Moving to Austria, moving to Austria Wien. If we can settle, cement, and add a couple of players to this squad, I think we could create a very good squad here and push on. And we don't have any European or Cup football, so we only have the league games. So when we have the gaps, we have time. When we have them midweek fixtures, we don't have them anymore. We've got a weekend and then a weekend. So maybe the better teams in Austria are still playing in Europe. Some of these teams in the top half, the likes of Red Bull, Sturm Graz potentially, Rapid Wien probably as well, are playing in Europe. So can we counter that, the fact that we won't be as tired, and try to cement a spot in them top 3 or 4 this season? Don't know. But I'm going to crack on. I'm excited. I'm going to come back after the January window because that gives me 2.5 months to see what we can do and see how we can settle at this club. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. Time for the next step.